The Lime Sports World, I'm Damien Best. A century from Emerald K's prevented the Sajiko West Indies High Performance Centre from sweeping the visiting Bangladesh A in their two-match series in Barbados. K's top scored with 112 as the visitors managed to bat all day and draw the second and final match at Kensington Oval. On this, the fourth and final day, Bangladesh A resumed on 32 for 3, chasing 490 to win. CBC's Shane Jones was there for the first session.
The visitors started the day on 32 for 3. Emerald K's got things going, whipping Miguel Cummins through the onside for 4. Then he pounced on this short one from Ashley Nurse. Quick hands, 4 more. Nurse not quite getting it right, swept away, fine, another boundary. K's taking a liking to Nurse, short and wide outside the off stump. That's a gift really. That 4 took the total to 82 for 3. Monomal Hack was with him. He too got a short one and gave it the business. Got his first boundary off his 56th delivery though. K's kept going. Nurse feeling the pain again. Yet another 4 in that region. Nurse to Hack. What do you think is going to happen? You guessed it. Past the diving point and into the boundary for 4 more. But the partnership would be broken via the run-out route. Looking for a quick single direct hit by Ambrose. Hack gone for 19, 105 for 4 now. Devendra Bishu replaced Nurse, made no difference. The K's down the track and all the way for 6. Then on the stroke of lunch, Nasser Hussain was caught at second slip by Ashley Nurse off Carlos Brathwaite for a duck. Bangladesh A 111 for 5 at the break. Shane Jones, CBC Sports.
Well, thanks, Shane. Bangladesh A ended on 242 for 9. K's century came in 290 minutes with 13 fours and 2 sixes. Left-arm pacer Sheldon Cottrell took 4 for 51 and fellow pacer Miguel Cummins 2 for 49. Scores then, HBC 354 and 354 for 9 declared. Bangladesh A 219 and 242 for 9. The HBC winning the series 1-0. An increase of 2 overseas teams and a local has pushed this year's Banks Barbados International Masters Football Festival to 28 teams.
The number coming from Trinidad and Tobago are well over 200, almost 250. We have 6 teams from Trinidad and Tobago. The leading team being the Trinidad Defence Force, who are coming 60 people alone. 3 of the teams are combining with local teams. There are 12 from Britain, mainly from Farnham Rose and British Airways. They'll be teaming up with United Masters and Wanderers. We have 15 from Guyana, who will be teaming up with the combined forces. As you know, with the combined forces, sometimes they've got 87 and sometimes they're called out on duty, they've only got 6. That's a perfect marriage. And the third team that are combining are Pele Masters out of Canada. They have a dozen players as well. They're teaming up with Bombers.
Well, Paramount Unity from Trinidad and Tobago will start their defense tomorrow against the Barbados Ambassadors of Canada at Dover, with the other 2 venues being Carlton and Wanderers.
Everything will turn up at Wanderers on Monday for the finals, but there'll be 4 games tomorrow at each, 5 at Wanderers, 4 at Dover and 4 at Carlton, kicking off at 1 o'clock. The following day there'll be 8 games at each of the 3 festival grounds, starting at 9, last game finishing at around 6 o'clock. Sunday we move to Dover and Wanderers, where all the teams that have qualified for the plate competition or the winning competition will be playing. There'll be 8 games at each of the venues, and then we go to the semi-finals, finals, plate final and 3rd place final at Wanderers on Monday.
Well, the competition runs from June 6th to 9th. CONCACAF side Trinidad and Tobago got to help warm up Lionel Messi and the World Cup bound Argentina yesterday in Buenos Aires. The result though was an easy walk in the park, 3-0.
A good-looking Argentina team. World Cup tune-up against Trinidad and Tobago. Stoppage time first half, no score. Messi going to chip it ahead and gets a chance in front of the net on the old give and go. Couldn't get it to go, though. 64th minute. It's 2-0 Argentina. They're just playing around with Trinidad and Tobago. And, you know, the goal keeps pretty much gone. Maxi Rodriguez is going to end up with a goal here. Trinidad and Tobago not in the World Cup.
That's because they don't have Shaka Hislop anymore.
Or Jean-Paul. But there's concern in Portugal, however, for Cristiano Ronaldo, who's being bothered by tendinosis in his left leg. Ronaldo has also been hampered by a muscle injury in that same leg. Portugal training at the New York Jets facility in the United States, playing Mexico on Friday at Gillette Stadium.
Well, that's the first half in sports. Back in just a moment. Well, this coming weekend, the West Coast will be the venue for the 6th First Citizens J24 Regatta. It'll be the 7th regatta, actually 7th regatta, and will go towards the Barbados Title Championship. There will be 4 races on each day.
The boats will be into the wind towards the land from the start line, which will be probably a quarter of a mile out, directly downwind. And when we turn and do our ovals around the course, the extreme leeward will be about half a mile out into the Caribbean Sea. It's still very visible, and you'll have the boats all tracking each other around the course in an anti-clockwise direction.
Well, during the media briefing at the Drift Lounge at the Beach House in St. James, a partnership with the Ministry of Education was announced. Plans for a school named New Horizons Academy were unveiled, where students with behavioral issues having trouble in the current education system would be attending from September.
We are going to be offering to them an alternative curriculum and partnering with the J24 sailing group is going to offer us an opportunity, because I've spoken with Greg already and I've asked Greg to get his members to be mentors for some of these students. Just to come to say to them, this is what can be done, these are alternatives. Well,
Saturday's races will start at 11 a.m. while Sundays will be at 10.